Hello everyone, a review of Itauma Whyte. Probably the rest of the card. Probably the rest of the card now actually. Yeah, to be honest, the closer the fight got, I thought, I texted my mate literally on when Whyte was walking to the ring. I said, this is not going to last very long, I don't think. No, that's not taking nothing away from Itauma. Dillian Whyte is not what he was. He's not beat the best Dillian Whyte, but he's still beat a good fighter. Dillian Whyte is still a good fighter. He was moving well. His timing was a bit off. It's difficult to say that really, falling short of his jab. But Itauma's feet are very fast. He's very quick, very fast. I talked to my old man, and my old man said if he gets through a few rounds, it can be hard. But just it's that speed, and I think that's why he does look a bit special. All the questions we had 10 minutes ago are still there because he hasn't been hit back, he hasn't been in a hard fight, so it's still very difficult to judge. He clearly has a bit of everything offensively. Offensively, he's the real deal. I think he is the real deal. But Dillian Whyte doesn't have much left, I don't think. That's not the best Dillian Whyte, do you know what I mean? Will he box again? I'm not sure. But it'd be a shame to go out like that. Had an amazing career. But I don't know, I'm in two minds really. He was in good shape. And he was moving he looked fluent and stuff. But I think his timing was a bit off with the timeout and the age. And he's had a lot of hard fights as well. But it's difficult to take anything away from Itauma really. He did nothing wrong. He feints. His hands are fast. He obviously hits very hard, punching in combinations. I only had the same questions I had prior to the fight, really. Can be nothing but impressed with him. The only question now is what next? Hrgović has to be next. Hrgović makes complete sense for Itauma. Hrgović will go straight into the Adelaide fight as we talk about that. Hrgović doesn't punch. Now I'm not saying if he cracked you it wouldn't hurt, but he's not a big puncher by top level heavyweight boxing standard. Hrgović is very big and awkward and good at what he does, but he's flattered to deceive, and I'm past the point of flattering to deceive now, and I'm just gonna say he's good, but he's not very good. He's not world class. He's just a very good big man. He's not world class. He's not flattering to deceive. He's just not a great pro, but a good one, a very good one. He's just not a top class one, in my opinion. So I think for the time, I think Hrgović is perfect. Hrgović can box. He can move. He should give him rounds based on his boxing ability and his size. He's tough. I think it makes perfect sense. Hopefully that'll be next. Hrgović, Adelaide. Hrgović won every round, I thought. I couldn't really give Adelaide too much. Adelaide can punch. Adelaide, for me, boxes like someone without any experience. I think he's got a lot of ability. I don't know his amateur background, but he boxes like someone with no experience, really. I was very similar in terms of, like, didn't throw many punches. You're a bit timid on when to go, when not to go. And when you're not got much experience and you're not sure when to go or not to go, you tend to just you don't go, you know. He had one good rally in round 8, which I thought covered up the fact that he was second best all the way through, really. And luckily, Hrgović doesn't punch. If Hrgović did punch, it would have been over a long time before. Adelaide's got a good jab. He can punch. He's clearly tough enough. But I just don't think he has the experience for that level, really. TKV would beat him. If you're active and got a good jab and tough, you'd probably beat him. He has to be a good fighter to do so because he can punch, you know, and he's a good athlete. But I think it's experience, really. And the commentators were saying, oh, he'll learn a lot from this. I don't see that, really. He took a steady good hiding. He had a good 20-second period of the fight. And what will he learn from that? I don't think he'll learn a thing. Got well paid. He can come back to domestic level now. But in terms of learning, what do you learn from that, really? He just got tipped and tapped about by Hrgovic for 10 rounds. You know, the commentary... Anyway, yeah, that's my opinion. But I think Hrgovic is a good fight for Itauma. I think it's the perfect next fight. Hrgovic, I don't think he's dangerous. I wouldn't class him as dangerous. If I was to beat Makhmudov, I'd love to box Hrgovic. Hrgovic might be too clever for me and too big, but he certainly wouldn't be hurting me, in my opinion. But yeah, Itauma, Hrgovic next makes sense. Itauma got nothing but credit for him. Brilliant, did what he had to do. But Dillian Whyte leaves us with more questions than answers. We don't know what he's got left. Adelaide, I just thought he hasn't got the experience for that level. Not he shouldn't have been in there, but he hasn't got the experience. He's a good athlete with a punch at the minute. Needs more experience, I think. And Hrgovic is not a world-class fighter at heavyweight. He's just not. He doesn't punch hard enough. Definitely doesn't hit hard enough, to be honest. Nick Ball-Goodman is as good a fight as I've seen for a long time, actually. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was close. I thought Ball would get it, but 118, 110 I thought was disgusting, actually. To give Goodman 2 rounds, I thought, wow, way, way, way off. 8-4, I thought. Even then, I thought Goodman was well in it. I thought Goodman was well in it. I thought Goodman was great. I thought Goodman's good. Goodman's a world-class fighter. Nick Ball, is he tight at the weight? Is Goodman just very, very good? Maybe a bit of both. I think maybe a mix of both. But a cracking fight. I thought it was brilliant. The Japanese fella, Satsumi Kezashak, went out. I thought it would go 5 out of 5 tonight. I'm buzzing with myself. But yeah, Satsumi just too strong. Solid is good. How good? Not sure. Kez, very good boxer, Kez. Over 3 rounds at the Olympics. Just hasn't got the physical strength or the power to go far as a pro. And the other fight was Ford and Nova. Nova's very big at the weight and fit and tough. But Ford just way too good for him. Way, way too good. So yeah, a good night's boxing, I thought. Really, really good. Some good fights on. Nothing too exciting until the main event, but good standard of boxing, very good. And Itauma is the real deal. Again, I think so, but more questions than answers still. But I think we'll get him if he boxes Hrgovic. We'll definitely find out a little bit more.